Oh man, look at that title. Girl Who Brought Down the World 3 and 4. Aren't you guys excited? It's not just one. You get 2 chapters. That's more than you could ever want. Unless, you know, could you want more than that? Hey everybody, you guys ready for some Chris Chan? I think it's time for some Chris Chan. I'm excited. Not because we're gonna listen to Chris read this goddamn book, and I'm just gonna start that off right now. Let me lower you down there.
It's time to continue the book reading vlog.
Oh boy, my absolute favorite. Let me actually bring that up. I don't know if you guys can tell me what's up with the audio.
I'm gonna read 2 chapters.
Chris's audio is all over the fucking place.
So here we are, chapter 3.
But jeez.
Come.
Jeez.
Okay.
I'm excited not for this fucking book,
but
to talk about Chris.
Distracted her from finishing the day's entry.
Mom, Dad, it's too early to be special time. Does that mean I can't come out?
Yelled Kid from inside her room.
Yelled Kit from inside her room.
Vivian yelled back.
Now this book, it's just a book, you can buy it. I don't feel bad talking over Chris reading this book because let's be honest here, ladies and gentlemen, Chris reading stuff is real fucking boring. These are some of the most boring things that Chris can be doing. These are some of the most boring videos that we're going to be watching. And for that I apologize, but we do have to get through all of them. So I think it's interesting to talk about certain things related to Chris. Now one of my favorite things on the Wikipedia is the Chris and section. Now the Chris and section refers to Chris in relation to other things. Now an example is Chris and religion, Chris and sex, Chris and brand loyalty. And I think it'd be super neat if we talked about Chris and brand loyalty.
Yeah, I hate this band.
She turns off the radio and hears only silence.
Oh man.
Can I come out now?
Can I come out now? Can I come out now?
It's over.
I will periodically stop talking, and we can listen to Chris, but I'm aware that you guys don't really enjoy listening to Chris read shit. So I think it's very interesting if we talk about Chris and his relation to brands and brand loyalty. A lot of people wonder, like, why is Chris so into certain things? Like, they wonder, why does Chris, like, repeat slogans, you know, for food? Like, I'm loving it. Or, like, Olay soap. Like, why does he do that? And I think it's a really interesting thing to talk about why. Is that blue thing supposed to be him? Oh yeah, that's his, I don't want to call it an OC. It's not an OC. It's not an OC at all. Chris already showed us his tits, though. It's not an OC. It's more just like what he'd look like, I guess. What he thinks he looks like in Equestria Girls format. I thought Equestria Girls was like, you know, like the characters but humans. Why do they got like the ears still? Are they also horses? Self-insert. Yeah, that's the word. Thanks. Little tapped out today. Chris is a good way to fix that, and by that I mean it's not. It's bad. Jesus Christ. For Jesus. Alright, somebody wrote a comment. Let me read it. Yes, let me read that comment out because it is in fact quite interesting, by Michael Allen. I just got reminded on an interesting part of Chris's chemistry. I think he could be considered a love addict. He's going to grow addicted to the chase for a boyfriend-free girl, more than actually having one. Yes, that is entirely related. That is entirely related to his unrealistic expectations and what he considers to be what having a girlfriend is like, but in reality it's not quite that good. It's like hyping up something to be really fucking good, and even if it comes out and it's really good, it just isn't as good as you wanted it to be. I don't know. Let me give you a good analogy. Gotta get the people out here as soon as possible. Fucking Chris. This book isn't that interesting either, with Chris reading it. It's the concept of course you've seen it, the movie Beauty and the Beast. All of you guys have seen it. I mean, who hasn't? If you haven't, you should. It's a great movie. But Beauty and the Beast. So Beauty and the Beast. Everybody watches the Beast and they fall in love with him, and everybody loves the Beast, right? His design. Should I go to a party or stay here and watch your stream? You should probably go to a party, but you can watch my stream on your phone on the way there. Go out and have a social life, my kid. Now then, everybody loves the Beast. They fall in love with him, and just love the concept of him. So basically, any design that they put out when he's human, nobody likes it. Everybody says that the human version of the Beast is weird looking and nobody likes it. It's because everybody gets attached to this idea of the Beast, and like nothing that they're presented with is as good. It's the way Chris thinks, you know? It's the way that he thinks. He loves this idea of what a boyfriend-free girl is, of what a girlfriend could be to him, what a wife could be, what his life could be, but in reality, it'd never be as good. Because he has unrealistic expectations. That's just the way he is. You know? It's just really upsetting. Why have a social life when you can have a person streaming Christian videos? That's my life, bud. Why have a social life when I can sit here and listen to this all day, every Saturday at 9.
Maybe.
Oh boy.
Turned on his radio as he chases after the family
It's my
car.
favorite. Anyway, so I think it's interesting to talk about Chris and brand loyalty. Is that not interesting to you? You guys ever watch like a commercial and they've got a slogan? You know, like I'm loving it. That's a classic McDonald's slogan. I'm loving it. And you ever think to yourself, does that actually work? Does that shit actually work? This is their target audience. Because every slogan that Chris hears just gets instilled in his mind, and he has to repeat them back. I think somebody was talking. I think somebody was talking in my Discord. They were talking about why Chris, or maybe it was a comment on a YouTube video. I can't quite remember. They asked, why does Chris always repeat his name in full? About the Wendy's memes. Why does he always repeat his name in full? I think it has something to do with his brand loyalty, you know? I think it's his brand loyalty. It's the idea that he has to present himself much like a company presents a brand, you know? It's the whole reason he gets so upset about copyright shit. You gotta know that it's him. You gotta know that what you're seeing is Christian Chandler. You gotta know that what you are watching is the real Christian Chandler. Christopher Christian Ricardo Weston Chandler. You gotta know all of that shit. I think that's it, you know? Would you buy that Lego? Would I buy that Lego? This isn't a Lego. What would define that Lego? Why doesn't Chris sell any of his Lego? It is because he is very attached to objects, you know? Would you buy that Lego? Oh, I see. You're asking, would you buy Chris's Lego? That's... You never forget that Ricardo. The Ricardo is important. Yes, because Chris is a hoarder. It's a lot of reasons. Mainly, if you want to sum it up, real quick, what is going on with the lights? Is the phone trying to figure out what's going on, or is that the TV? That's the TV. Okay. What do you think he's got going on the TV? You think it's Pawn Stars? I bet it is. That's why Chris gets so freaked out at Liquid Chris, even though it's clearly a satire. Yes, Decoy Account, you are correct. You are correct. That is why Chris gets very upset at people presenting themselves as him, even if it's a satire or a parody. That's why he doesn't like Asperchu. That's why he doesn't like Liquid Chris. Doesn't like any of that. Because he wants you to know that what you're watching is him, and that nobody else can imitate it, you know? That's his main thing. Sort of the same, it's interspersed with his brand loyalty. We're kind of all over the place, but I think it's interesting because it's way more fun than listening to this.
Melanie watches as the car slowly reaches her. Melanie! Christabel shouts. Please, I only want your love!
Isn't that
She
nice?
runs past the car
Isn't that
and
good?
back to Miles, who is still tending to
It's funny that this is so shitty, because one of my favorite Chris Chan videos is Chris reading over his own comics, because he has such enthusiasm for his own work, and all the characters have stupid voices as usual, but he's so happy about it, and he makes sound effects, and it's just great. But this is just upsetting. Like, he doesn't care, you know? He doesn't give a shit. He's just doing it, you know? At this point, he's just going through the motions of reading the book. He doesn't give a shit. It's upsetting. It's just sad. Oh man.
Why haven't you shown up in my life sooner?
It's a toss-up. I mean, that could be Family Guy, could be porn he's got running on that
You're not
TV.
really my true future
Could be
wife,
Pawn
Mr.
Stars. I'm just thinking, it could be the Cleveland Show, though Chris doesn't really like the Cleveland Show. He watches it due to the fact that it's a Family Guy spinoff, and he loves Family Guy so
Really,
much.
future wife, you will bear my child?
Man,
Oi, really?
I'm losing track of like what we're talking about, because I'm just sad listening to him, you know? Could be MLP, that's true. It could be My Little Pony, that's also true. Could be some sort of Lego show. Lego has TV shows, right? I think they do. Hell if I know. Could be porn Pawn Stars. Oh yeah, you guys ever seen that? There's a porn Pawn Stars thing now, right? Where like women come into the pawn store. It's shot just like Pawn Stars and other shit like that, but like with security cameras. It's hilarious. They walk in the store and they're like, I want $50 for this rock that my grandma gave me. And then the guy's like, oh well, let me just take you around back and how about I give you $50, you don't gotta give me the rock, you just show me your tits. And it's like, it's the dumbest fucking thing. It's so fucking dumb. Yeah, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding, like it's legit. It's so dumb. And then she goes back there, right? And she's like, oh, well, I showed you my tits, so give me my $50. And the guy's like, whoa, 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 how about I sweeten the deal? How about I give you these $50 and you let me fuck you on top of this, you know, on top of this desk here? And, like, he doesn't even sweeten the deal. He doesn't even sweeten the deal. Like, the motherfucker's just like, oh, I'll give you $50 like I promised for your tits, but, like, you gotta let me, you know, give you the old, you know, bing bang boom, right here on this table. Like, it's so fucking dumb. It's so fucking dumb, and I love it. It is so dumb. Do you think Barb is dead and pulling a Norman Bates? My goodness, wouldn't that be something? That's some pro flirting. Yeah, I'm a pretty big flirt. Let me tell you, when I go outside, I like, and I see a lady. Doesn't matter if, as long as it's a lady and she's breathing, I gotta hit her with a sweet pickup line. Doesn't matter who it is, you know. I'll go anywhere and I'm like, hey, lady, you look like a lady, and you look pretty subpar, but not quite mediocre. You know what I'm saying? How about I give you $50 and do this behind the dumpster? Oh my god, what am I even saying? I'm supposed to be talking about Chris, and I'm just babbling about bullshit.
Yeah, you guys can live with me, says Melanie.
Oh man, I went to a bar the other night.
Not so, says one of us.
Drove in there. Me and DJ Glitterbuns went to a bar for St. Patrick's Day. We went to go see a band that was playing there. And we're pulling up to park. And right behind the dumpster is just two guys pissing behind the dumpster. I was like, yep, this is good. It's not like the bar didn't have a bathroom. I know they have 2 functional bathrooms. And the bar wasn't crowded when I got in there, which means that it's not like it was packed. You know, it was barely more than like a normal just like dinner. You know? You know that like amount of people that comes at like dinner time? It was no more than that. So the bathroom wasn't packed. They chose to piss behind that dumpster, you know? Like, fuck. Jesus, I gotta talk about Christian now. I gotta talk about Christian. Shit. He makes me so sad reading these books. Like, I don't know what to say, you know?
The pain I feel in my body does not begin to compare to
Does anybody
the pain
want
of
one
my
of those
heart.
figures to fall off the table and
Gets up
snap in
and
half?
is quiet.
Yes. No, they went back inside. They didn't get kicked out of the bar. They went back inside.
Refused to open up for
Like, they went out and pissed,
Get away, you
and then went back inside.
Christabel turns away and looks towards
Like,
the sky.
I saw them walk back
Does
in.
not know what
They chose to do that.
what
I just-
he's looking for.
I'm just so upset.
There's some good grammar there. Does not know what is.
Oh shit, Chris is complaining about grammar here. Let me go back so we can listen, make sure it's grammatically correct.
Christabel turns away and looks towards the sky. He does not know what he's looking for. Right.
Say that again.
There's some good grammar there. Does not know what is looking for. Should be what he is looking for.
I mean, technically he's correct. I can't really argue with him
Gets
there.
back into the car and listens to the radio.
I mean,
I think
grammar
I feel
me,
like this
daddy.
story sounds off.
I mean,
Didn't he get arrested just now?
I guess he's right. I can't really argue with him.
The gas station.
Can we talk about Chris's stuff? That's indefinitely more interesting than his reading skills. Yes, we can. I was actually just about to talk about all the bullshit in his room. You guys want to talk about all the stuff in his room?
Okay, he get
What's
back
this
in the
cup?
car, listen to the radio.
Why does he have that there? Why is it so precariously perched? This isn't a very big, like, shelf. I can't even classify it as a shelf. It just looks like one of those things. It looks like one of those, like, wall things just to give your room definition. You know, they put it, like, way up top here, but it's way down here for some reason. Like, it's not a shelf. It's not big enough. If it can't even handle, it's not even half a cup. It barely supports these action figures. I don't know what this is. It's a big gulp. Oh, man. Big gulp. It's a ledge. Yeah, it's just a ledge, but like, why is it there? I'm just nitpicking, but at this point, like, everything is just aggravating. When I'm listening to Chris read, everything just makes me upset. I don't mean to nitpick, alright? Such a bad stream. I feel bad. You guys come here for Chris Chan discussion. I'm just talking about, like, ledges. Fuck. Well, that's okay, Henty. You enjoy your party. Guys, if you're ever thinking to yourself, should I do this or watch Tony stream? The answer is probably just do that. I'm not telling you not to watch my streams. I'm just saying, do you want to watch a man-child read a book and have another person talk about it? Or do you want to go out and have a worthwhile life? Don't waste your life like I did. I sat here and did Let's Reads of Chris Chan, and now I do streams of it. Don't waste your life away like me. Can I tell you guys? I just thought of something. Tony streams take priority. That's nice of you to say. That's nice of you to say. So people have been talking about Connecticon as it comes, you know, and I will be there, of course, and people have been talking about, you know, seeing me there. So if you guys ever want to meet me in real life, then you can just go to Connecticon and I'll be there.
And upload them onto my website for free, coastme.com.
Fucking Chris, we're gonna listen to him talk about that. So I went to Spencer's the other day to look for like a ridiculous St. Patrick's Day shirt for DJ Glitterbuns. We found her one. It says "Eat me, I'm magically delicious," which is exactly what I want on my shirts. But I saw a hat. It was just a pure white hat with black text on it, and it just said "Dad." It was $20, so I didn't buy it. I could just buy a cheap hat and write "Dad" on it if I wanted. But it was a hat that just said "Dad." And I thought to myself, when I go to Connecticon, day 1, I'm gonna be cosplaying as Yoshikage Kira. Day 2, I'm gonna be Joseph Joestar. And day 3, I'm gonna go dressed as Dad. So if you guys are hoping to see me there, you know what, actually day 2 I'll be Dad. Because that's the day where most people are gonna be there. If you guys go on day 2, I'm gonna be the top Dad. I'm gonna have a hat that just says Dad on it. And I'm just gonna have a shirt that just says Top Dad on the shirt. So if you guys look for a guy in all white clothes that just says Dad all over it, that's gonna be me.
Million copies.
Oh
I
man.
have to apologize for my half brother.
Why the hell did you pause the video? Oh, because we gotta listen to Chris.
Off topic, I could compare this with my half brother.
Oh boy, he's gonna
I'm
talk about
rich.
his half brother.
I'm a famous movie reviewer. I've recorded so many videos and uploaded them onto my website for free, CoSme.com. And I get to be paid for going here and going there. I take my wife everywhere with me. And what do I do with all this money that I keep getting in there and out? We pay heavy rent in New York City.
Yeah.
Instead, send it to my mother and her daughter.
How entitled do you have
Here
to
we go.
be to
Call
think
Smitty.
that your siblings' money belongs to you?
Anyway, back to the story.
That's just absolutely disgusting to me.
Yeah, no problems. If you're rich,
If you didn't quite catch what Chris is complaining about, his brother is a movie reviewer. Cole Smithy is in fact a movie reviewer. And he's talking about him. Daughter, yeah, that's my favorite part too. He's talking about his brother, Cole Smithy, who is a movie reviewer, and he lives in New York. To live in New York is not expensive, or not cheap. Sorry, it's a little bit expensive for the digs that he's living in. And Chris is upset that Cole Smithy is not sending his money to him and his mother. Need I remind you that Chris's mother, Barbara Ann Chandler, almost shot Cole Smithy in the face, in the head. She shot at a robber, the bullet ricocheted, and almost hit him in the head, killing him. If my mother almost shot me with a gun and did not care, she would not get a cent of money from me later in life. You know?
He was slow in learning, yet quick to react. I remember you once told me
oh my lord.
Kids show. You always said that the dreams were God-given.
It's insane.
Religion never played
It's insane. As Chris is isolated, as he is more isolated, he begins to become more entitled and think that everything outside of his little sphere of existence is out to attack him. They're all the bad guy. Nothing's wrong with him. Chris never looks inside. It's always outside. Always outside. It's always somebody else's fault. It's ridiculous.
A few years later, I received an email from CorruptedGamingShow.
I would be upset if I was Cole Smithy. Like, fuck.
A few days later,
Happy Tony Day, everybody. What is Tony Day? Is that every Saturday? Remember when Cole was trying to figure out who his father was and Chris cared about yeah. Yeah, remember that time that Cole Smithy wanted to find out who his real biological father was, and all he needed was Chris to ask his mom about it, but instead of asking his mom about it, Chris just told Cole to vote for him on the Guitar Hero Be a Star contest? You remember when that happened? Oh, I don't think it was that. I think it was actually the Parappa the Rapper rap contest that he was in that time.
Black Church.
Tony, can I draw you as Bayonetta riding on a horse that looks like Chris Chan while shooting Sonichu Angels? You can draw that to your heart's content, my guy. Why would you not be able to? Unless you don't have the artistic talent, and if you don't, you could just do it in MS Paint, in which case, go for it, you know? Do it.
They'll never figure out how to get past them. Well,
oh
here we are,
man.
your new home. The doors of the mansion were
Fuck.
open, and inside was a large.
Could you imagine being related to Chris? Being his half-brother? That must be sad, you know?
They finally felt safe. In the morning,
I've never actually watched one of Cole Smithy's reviews, but I've heard people say that his reviews aren't that good, and he has kind of, like, bad opinions, and he doesn't really know what he's talking about. But, you know.
I don't know, just...
I have a question. Since he hasn't paid the mortgage, does that mean there is a likeliness that he might be kicked out of his house? I think that Chris actually makes the minimum requirements for his mortgages. The last time I checked, Chris is actually able. Oh, can you stop? Chris actually makes the minimum for his mortgages.
Anyway, well, we moved again, huh, kid? Said Vivian.
I like it here. Yes, ice cream.
Oh.
Kid enthusiastically replied.
That's my favorite thing, Chris.
I can't quite shake the feeling that something is wrong.
Cole Smithy struggles to get 1,000 views. You do better than him, Tony. Oh, that's nice. I mean, granted, your compliment was at the expense of Cole Smithy, but I don't really care. You know, whatever, dude. I'll take the compliment. That's nice. I do better than that guy, and he lives in New York. I don't live in New York. I mean, I guess he's doing better than me. Tony, how do I use the bot? Oh, Nightbot doesn't actually work because we're streaming on the backup channel right now. There's no Nightbot. Did you need the bot to tell you where my website is? Because it's on the screen. Were you just trying to do basic commands? If you need to do something, you guys can just ask. Oh, Couchbot is not a YouTube bot. Couchbot is on Discord.
He has that laptop. He falls down while attempting to reach out to her.
Daddy, how many gumballs would you pay me to jerk off to Chris's Let's Reads?
Take him back to his house, he replies.
I mean, I wouldn't pay you any of that. I wouldn't pay you any gumballs. I mean, if you're into that, that's on you. That's not on me to pay you, bud. Would you eat a spoonful of adobo for $20? And I'd pay you to spoon feed me adobo. Yeah, I'd spoon, yeah, for $20? I'd spoon feed you adobo for one singular dollar, actually. People always have unrealistic amounts of money for things. Just as an aside, completely, you know, different from Christian. If you guys want to make a bet with somebody and you want them to actually pay you money, generally $5 is a reasonable amount. It's cheap and most people can afford it. And it's a singular bill. $3 is cheap, but that's $3. That's 3 bills that they gotta have on hand, but most people will have a 5. So always bet like $5 if you want to actually make money, you know. Would you eat a spoonful of adobo? Yeah, I'd eat. Yeah, for $20, I'd eat a spoonful of adobo. Yeah, man. Can you please spoon feed me adobo like a small child? If you go to Connecticon and bring a spoonful of adobo with you, I will feed it to you like a small bab. I will spoon feed you adobo like you are a small precious bab, because to me you are. That's just the kind of top dad I am.
If you will let me, I will make sure.
Man, I said we talk about all the shit in Chris's room, and I haven't actually touched on that besides his ledge. Does anybody know? Can anybody point out all the things in this room? Can you guys actually point out all the shit in here? I don't actually know.
I can go either way.
Oh yeah, Chris, let's go back. I want to hear his views.
More cheers are up from the audience. The Democrats will go down. I'm sorry. I would not take down the Democrats. What do you mean? I'm a moderate.
Oh yeah?
I could go either way. Democrat, Republican, whatever. Anyway. Whatever.
Chris once wrote a joke at the expense of Barack Obama that was a bit racist. It was about Barack painting the White House black, and then he drew a picture of George Bush like pushing Barack off a ladder that he was using to paint the White House. The funny thing about that is that that's a joke that Chris heard from his old racist dad, so he doesn't actually understand what the joke is. I would assume that's why people assume that he's not a moderate. I don't think he's a moderate. I wouldn't consider him a moderate at all.
He is the flashy Republican candidate.
Will you get Couchbot to stop beating me up if I pay you with my lunch money? Seriously, I think he broke a bone. I mean, the lunch money he takes from you just goes directly to me, so I don't know. You're just trying to cut out the middleman, which is the beatings, and that's half the fun of taking lunch money from small children. He's beaten them up before. Jesus, what am I saying? Don't beat kids up for lunch money, honestly. That shit's all electronic, like your parents are paying for that shit now. Come on, just stop. Oh man. At least at my school, that's how it worked. When I was in school, we didn't have, like, physical money to pay for food. We all had an account, and the school, like, charged us every time we got a lunch, you know?
Can't believe it. Everything you did.
Does Chris realize that his dad would have voted for Trump? I don't think so. I don't think Chris really understood just how racist and how much of a bigot his father really was. And just how far on the right he was, you know? I don't think he understood that.
This has gone on far too long. Vivian shouts Vivian as she enters the room. We had a
Talk
year
about all
to
these
attempt
toys.
to end this nonsense.
Talk about all these goddamn toys.
President. I don't know, Vivian. You might have actually.
What's
changed
really
it better.
throwing me off in
I
this
don't think I bring
room?
myself to go now,
It's two
says Joe
things.
solemnly.
Can you guys guess out of everything in this room, what are the two things that are really sticking out to me out of all of Chris's
Died of a heart
toys?
attack. And Christopher Vega is
We'll listen to
now
Chris
being
while you guys
sworn
take a
right
guess.
now.
We'll listen to Chris
Recorded
babble.
inauguration live. I do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States and will do my best of my ability to preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States, recites Christabel. Also, I would like to add...
You guys got it. Yeah. You guys got, you got one of
I feel
them.
like I want to read this next sentence.
You got one of them. It's the
second
Domo.
quote right
The
here.
Domo right there. And this boy.
I just say
Mostly, okay, so this guy right here, this gray thing, I don't know what the fuck that is.
Honestly,
Yeah, Chris?
I mean, I would definitely protect the LGBT.
What was that? What was that? What? No, half speed, thank you very much. What?
I mean, I would
What are they doing to that dog? What's happening to that poor doggo? He's just calling out for death. That's so sad. Oh, that's just upsetting. That was like not a dog just barking, you know. That wasn't a dog that was just like, oh, I'm barking, and you know, there's a guy outside. Rough. No, that was like, oh shit, I'm dying, save me. Like, that was sad. Oh fuck. I'll talk about this guy in the Domo after Chris talks about protecting the LGBT community.
really protect the LGBT group, especially since I am part of them.
Yeah, are you, Chris? Are you though?
I just feel like, BB&G, what the hell? How dare you?
I love that Chris doesn't understand the concept, much like most
Anyway, so-
social justice warriors,
Says
which he
would not
considers
protect
himself to
them
be,
under the
technically.
new Constitution.
I like how he doesn't really
Writing.
understand the concept of context
Just
and
fiction.
time.
Anyway,
When this
so-
book was written,
Jones
everything in
asks,
this book is true. All of these views, and most of
what
them
is
still
happening?
are.
Oh, this can't be it.
Most of the views in here still are, even if he denies them. It's funny, he doesn't understand that maybe things have changed a little bit due to time. Context? What's that? I know, right? I love it.
Possible gas Mimi.
Oh no! Not again! This poor boy. Let me hear that again. I want to hear him scream in pain.
Yeah, that's back again.
Oh my god, you can hear him whine!
Possible gas.
Oh, that's so sad. Did you hear that? It like the doggo whined and then cried.
Mimi.
That was so
This is
sad.
right, mildly away. This can't be.
Oh my goodness.
I've
What was he
already
getting
chosen
upset
my
about? Oh, would you like to
business.
know what he was getting upset about? I don't think I actually let him say.
Wait, what just happened? Oh, this can't be happening, asked Mars Melanie. Kid and her parents barged into the living room. Well, it's like we're moving to Canada, says Vivian.
Oh.
Come on, paid kid, let's back in. Impossible, gasped Mimi.
Dog is so
Not
sad.
Right, looks away. This can't be.
Well, I guess we
I've
missed
already
it.
chosen my vice president, and his name is Rabichozo. Taking a guess at the pronunciation, it reads Rabbichoso.
Oh.
Rabichozo.
Oh.
This is a picture of him. Announced
Oh.
the bell.
Wait, that looks just like the main character from Master Monster Slaves and the main character from Hyper Magician's Robot Combined.
What?
Kid realizes.
I don't get these anime references. This is too weeb for me.
He's saying he's combined two characters for children and
Something
make
is
up
wrong
his
with that
own
dog.
little
Yeah,
character
it
and
sounds
nobody
like it. This is
believes
making me
that.
sad.
Says Vivian.
Shoot me now.
He
Man,
doesn't even own copyrights on those characters.
I'm not gonna go back to listen to what Chris was upset about, because I don't want to hear this dog cry anymore.
I think I've read about this character on the internet before. I've heard this name before.
Oh. You don't know Monster Master, you fucking pleb?
Whatever.
Oh, man. Let me look it up right quick. I'm gonna get all the weebs mad at me.
Rabbit Jojo is my original creation. Someone from a company who makes Master Monster Slaves tried to stop me.
Oh, man.
I just told them it was a parody.
What is this?
And so it's legal.
What is this? Oh, it's a card game?
About how it was not a parody, so I shot him in the
Well,
face.
I mean, I looked it up and it looks like it's yaoi. Looks like it's a card game and also yaoi. So you guys wanna tell me what you're into? Yaoi card games? Come on now. I only like high quality, you know, weeb shit. Like Aria the Scarlet Ammo and Shakugan no Shana. The best, highest quality anime. The best. Tony, are you gonna watch Samurai Jack? Of course. Samurai Jack is top tier. Man, I got the first book of Overlord. I'm real excited to read it. I love the anime, so I'm excited to actually read the manga. I should get the novels too, but I'm poor, so I could only afford the first book. Just as a random weeb thing. I like how his dog is basically dying and Chris gives 0 fucks. Yeah, I know, right? Like, in my streams, Lucky barks. He's a dog who barks at anything that's outside, so I don't really care. You know, if he barks like once or twice, somebody probably walked by the door. But if Lucky is upset and making any noise that is not a bark, then I'm probably gonna go check on him, because it's like, he's my dog. Like, of course I'm gonna check on him. If an animal is making a weird sound, like, no shit, you gotta go check on it. That's how being an owner of a pet works. You know? Daddy, can you... Tony, can you say Daddy Tony is going to slime you, kiddo? Sure, why not?
Come on, kid, give it reality.
Daddy Tony is going to slime you, kiddo. It's coming and you can't stop it. There you go.
500 Cryptobell Vega dollars or
poor pupper.
CBD, which can be
Man.
used to buy official Rabbit Chozo merchandise.
Tony should go to Chris's house and save all the animals. I don't know how they can afford to have animals, considering the mass amount of debt they're in. Ooh, that thick leg. That thick leg. Give it a nibble. Chris, your voices are so awful, I can barely understand what you're mumbling out.
Mimi and Jones. If you bring their corpses in fresh, you can receive a 50 CBD bonus.
Tony, did you know that Chris and his mother tried to steal a neighbor's dog? I was unaware of that, but it really does not surprise me. That is horrible. My goodness. I thought they stole a cat before. I must have been wrong. I was under the impression they had stolen a cat. Was it a dog that they stole from their neighbor? Huh. Does Chris have a deviated septum? He has such a nasally voice. I don't think he has a deviated septum. I don't actually think he has any nasal problems. His voice has just always kind of been high-pitched, and when it was starting to deepen as he was getting older, through high school, his voice was kind of just normal, you know? A little higher than most people, but normal. But at this point, he is so isolated that he doesn't understand what normal pitch is, which is why his voice keeps getting higher and higher and weirder and weirder.
No, sir. I'll hold off all the other bodyguards while you escape. Now go.
I know, right? Stealing pets is the worst. That hurts, like, a lot of... That hurts the animal. Like, they're just gonna be sad. And that hurt... This is 2 chapters. That's gonna hurt the animal, the owner. And that just hurts everybody. Don't steal someone else's pet. That just makes you a dick.
I've never felt such emotions. I can't describe them. We need to grab Cryptobell, says Vivian.
What's that? Asked Mimi. We need to kill Crypto Bell. We must make sure his reign never comes to fruition. He's a monster that should have been put to rest a long time ago, Vivian angry announces.
Mm-hmm.
I have to agree with my angry daughter, I replies. We've got nothing else going on for us right now. Might as well.
Can we read the testimony of the neighbor on the Wikipedia? The reading is pretty boring. Nope. Nope. We gotta listen to all of Chris's videos in order. That's the way this shit goes, my bud. I apologize, but this is the torment I have set for us this evening. What is going on in this story? In the story? Well, at this point, there's a character who's basically Chris. He's running for governor, mayor, whatever the fuck. He's in a position of power. Vivian, the author, doesn't want him to be in a position of power, so she's upset and saying, no, we gotta stop him. That's it.
Jones turns off the radio. Kid stares outside the window.
Imagine if Chris... Okay, here's the story. Imagine if Chris had agency and actually wanted to put in effort to, like, do something, and then other people tried to stop him. That's pretty much the story. President. Yeah, president, that's it.
I might see a smile on one of the faces, but... what if that smile is only because they want to...
The president thing is most likely a reference to Chris actually saying that he was going to be president once. Chris made a video, we've streamed it before, where he said, I'm going to do this and this in my presidency. Alright, now we can listen to Chris sit back and relax. You guys ready? Let's listen.
Please, someone help me!
And that's the end of chapter 4. This time I'll read chapter 5. Okay, thank you very much. And in case you're wondering, this is another custom figure of myself.
Mm-hmm.
And the hair matches.
Does it? Because that hair is clearly turquoise blue, and yours is more of a Ninja Turtle diarrhea green, which is not at all... This is actually a very good opportunity. It's actually a very good opportunity to talk about Chris and his inability to understand change. Most people are very adverse to change. Normal human beings, they don't like to change. They don't like when things change. Chris takes this to a new extreme. Chris can't actually process the concept of change. I've talked about it before, but Chris actually doesn't know what he looks like. Chris had to stare at himself for many hours in high school to actually vividly be able to remember himself. I'm sure when his hair was actually blue, he stared at himself to remember what his hair looked like, and now that it's green, he doesn't actually understand that it's green. So he still thinks it's this color, because he's very dumb. I will say this though, his hair was never this color. It was always kind of doo-doo green.
Thank you.
You're very welcome, good sir. What are these recommended... what? What is this? Girl who brought down the world. Oh, man. Well, fuck. Oh, shit. The Chronicles of Chris Chan, in order. Let's just click on his channel and take a look. Man, I apologize, this is really on me. As you guys have known from the start of this, I've been using a playlist of all of Chris's videos. The playlist I made myself, and it's on my main channel. And as you can see here, we're on the backup channel, so I don't have the playlist and forgot about it. I very much apologize. So let's take the opportunity to look at his channel. Oh boy, let's look at it. This is fan art that Chris stole. There's a difference between stealing and appreciating. Now, if you guys were to make me a header and sent it to me, I would of course credit you for the header. It'd probably be in my about description section. Nah, Chris just took it and doesn't really give a shit. He didn't really fucking care. What about the videos that aren't on Chris's channel? He had other accounts. This is true. Chris did in fact have other accounts, which are in the playlist. But I don't have that on standby. again, my apologies. I'm gonna have to send myself a link to that so we always have that ready on standby. But fucking hell, this is just upsetting. He stole this. I don't have any confirmation of Chris saying that he made this, which is a good thing. But he doesn't even care. He doesn't credit them. He doesn't give a shit. He just took it and doesn't care, which is rude. Also, fantastic profile picture. Absolutely sexy, hot. It's just good. It's just good. He's like, I drew this. This is the official... This is written by Chris, by the way. This is the official YouTube channel of the one and only creator and author of the Sonichu and Rosichu series, Christian Weston Chandler, aka Christian Christopher Christian Ricardo, me. Links to my personal Facebook and Twitter pages, as well as my stores of Sonichu and Rosichu and self-merchandise, are available for purchase, among which more items are to come in the future, so stay tuned for the updates when I make them personally. Oh boy, let's go ahead and click on that Etsy link to his Quickville shopping set. Oh. Well, that's awkward. Looks like his Etsy store is gone. That's upsetting. You'd think he'd update the link to, you know, not have that anymore, but I guess not. Because that would be something someone who wasn't lazy would do. But that's just related channels. PewDiePie, Quickville Auditorium, iDubbbz, Shakmo. That's me. Oh man, hey, how you doing? Oh man. Block user? No, I need you. I need you. Hey guys, here's the deal. We're gonna end the stream a little early. Normally I'd go for about an hour, but it's 47 minutes. This stream is 47 minutes, and then we're gonna go to fan art. How about we send Chris a personalized message from me to you guys? Let's send him a message from you guys. You give it to me, and I'll give it to him. We'll write it one word at a time. One word at a time. You guys ready? It'll be nice. It'll be fun. Alright. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. When I say go, you are gonna type one word at a time when I say go. And that's gonna write out a thing. Okay? You guys are just writing nothing at this point, because I'm not going to do it. Alright, I'm going to type it out in the chat. Go! Do it! Hi, cunt, cheese. Oh god, there's so much text. Alright. Here, I'll do punctuation and shit after that. It's slime with all caps. It's slime. Hot corrupted pussy slayer. Come haircut. Okay. Hold on, we're not done yet. Hold on, I gotta scroll up. Okay. Retarded pickle, Chris. Lame chunky. Lame chunky. Hi. Let's Hi, fuck dearest. Autis cuck. Hi, fuck dearest. Autistic cuck doggo. Hold on. Shit. Oh yo. Oh yo, fuck. Well, this seems like a pretty standard sentence. So I'm gonna write my own thing now. Alright, well... oh, man. Damn. Let me read this out loud. Hi, cunt cheese. It's slime! Hot corrupted pussy slayer. Cum haircut? Retarded pickle Chris. Lame chunky. Hi, fuck dearest. Autis cuck doggo shit. Oi, yo! Fuck! I think that says all that we need, so... I think that says all that we really need. So I think I'm just gonna hit him up with the Lenny face and be done. Probably not though. Nah, I don't wanna risk it because I don't want to put the Lenny face and have it just like not work. So I think that's about it. I hope that Chris likes my message. So your message, thanks YouTube. I really appreciate that. That's really nice of you. So anyway, I hope you guys had a had a lovely time on this stream. It's time for some fan art. So let me open up the let's open up the fan art page. All right, you guys ready? You guys ready? Time for some fan art, boys. Post away. Post away. I'm ready. I'm hot and heavy. Ready for this spaghetti. I hope that Chris really likes that message you guys wrote for him. I think it's good. Top dad. Oh man, what is this? What are these drawings that we got going on here? Ooh. You guys are posting a lot right now. Jeez. Ooh. Damn, I'm looking hot. Ooh. Oh man, you redrew my picture. You redrew my picture. I appreciate it. So much fan art tonight. My goodness. Excuse me. Oh goodness. The fan art is getting really spicy tonight. Please don't post fan art that is other people's, by the way. I think we already showed this on stream, but I'm not sure, so I'm going to talk about it again. Don't post other people's stuff, because if they don't show up to post it themselves, then, you know, that's on them. That's not on you. Also, if you post something and then they post it again, because then they show up, then that ruins what I'm going for here. All right. Thank you all, people who. Oh yes, that is my pupper Lucky. Thank you guys for coming to this stream. Those of you who are flocking out. I hope you guys had a good time. Now let's get to these stands and other fan art. Oh man, he probably won't even read that message, but maybe he will. Again, if you write what your stand is, it's good if you tell me what the stand does in the chat, as opposed to writing a description in the Discord, because I won't be able to read it, because I have to scroll down through all the fan art. So please just post it. If you post a stand, then post what it does in the chat. If it doesn't do anything, like if you don't know what it does, then it's fine. You don't have to do anything. Alright. Fun. Fabun Dad. Fabed? I do not understand. F-U-N. Fun. Is that based off the SpongeBob song? Come on. I hope so. Power A. Speed V. Range E. Okay, so it's a very short range stand. I can dig it. Durability A. Damn, you got A for both, like, good stats. Precision D. Developmental potential A. Damn, dude. What does it do? F is for friends who do things together. U is for... Get the fuck out of here. Its ability to switch the stats around of another stand. It must also switch its own stats around. So it swaps stats with other stands? Is that what it does? Just the stats. That's pretty neat. In that case, I would have given all of its stats E. Not to complain about your stand or critique your stand, but legitimately though, literally, if that's the ability is to switch stats, which is a really neat ability, that's pretty fucking cool. How does it do it? Does it grab them? Does it have to touch them? Does it just like, does it play Jenkin? Don't say it plays Jenkin with them or I'm gonna be sad. No, I would have made all the stats E. That way you give your opponent all the shitty stats and then you keep the good ones. If it punched the lovers could end up with an A in power and an E in range. Oh, I see. So it trades all of its stats or just one? Can it choose? It'd probably be neat if it didn't, like, know. Like, it just could only switch randomly. That's pretty cool, though. I like it as an ability. That's cool shit. I like it. I missed the stream because my grandma wanted to rent Moana. Well, was it good? Did you have a good time watching Moana? Oh, man. Kieran the Edgelord drew this. I can tell because it's extra edgy and edge is in their name. Oh, man. I really like Sarah down here. She's the purple shiny one. Her face is looking extra edgy. I like it a lot. And I know that your drawings are like real good, but honestly I really like the way you do just like black edgy backgrounds. It looks like a shadow is behind them, which is really good. It's good. The edge of tomorrow. Oh man, it's really cool though. Like if you drew this stuff, and this is like the kind of stuff you'd see on like tattoos, you know? Or like edgy t-shirts. You should put this shit on t-shirts. People would buy them. You know, they look really cool. Oh yeah, that's it. They look like they could be on a metal cover. That's true. If you did like CD cover art, people would love this. It's great. Edgy shit is exactly what the kids like. Oh man. Your name is gonna be Dingo. Put me the fuck down. Tony by Dingo the Wolf. Oh man. Dingo looks so sad. Why is he so sad though? It's funny. All of Dingo the Wolf's art is very very Toki Fuji, if you know what I'm saying. Dingo's very femme. all of his art. This is not Dingo the Wolf's art, by the way. Despite the fact that it says by Dingo the Wolf, I know that the trickster who drew this was in fact not Dingo. This was B-Roy's if I'm correct. Just based on how many times I've seen you guys' fan art. But geez, it's funny. All of Dingo's art is very femboy art, you know, very Toki Fuji, very Anta, very hard blush. You know what I'm saying? So it's funny to see Dingo drawn not like that, you know. It's funny. He's drawn like a small serious bab. He is the most serious bab. I love it. It's great. I like when you guys draw pictures of each other, and I also like when you draw pictures of me holding them as babs. It's good. It's actually a parody of Legolas by Laura. Oh, is that what you did? That's right, because I read that fanfiction earlier. That's really cool. Tony by Dingo the Wolf. I get it. That's really clever. That's clever. I like that. Oh man, I love his face. I love that fucking face. You should put that face on stickers. I'd love it. Alright, what's going on here? We got a very... Man, I like these lines. I don't know why, but I just like these lines, like, a lot. Is that your signature? Over here? Yeah, that's your signature, isn't it? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh, man. I'm so thirsty. Do I drink water? I drink water. That's what I do. I like to drink water as loudly as possible. It's the only way I can make sure that you guys know I'm drinking water. Oh man. Jeez. Again, the lines are good. The boobaroos, solid boobaroos. It's a good Rosachu. I like the hair. The hair spikes. They're good. I like them. Oh, it's a really long tail. It looks like a signature. I thought it was the tail though. It's good. Oh my, Rosachu boob. I know, right? I like her fluffy boots. Oh yeah, the boots are nice. She looks like she's going on like a winter retreat. It's good stuff. Ooh, this was drawn by Dingo, I'm sure. Dad. Top dad. Oh man, even my pants, they say daddy on them. That's great. Oh man. Even my pants say daddy on them. I didn't think of that. When I go to Connecticon, I intend to write dad and top dad on my shirt, but I didn't even think of putting anything on my pants. My pants are probably going to say daddy now. I'll put them on the butt. I'll put daddy on my butt cheeks. How about that? Ooh. More art by Kieran the Edgelord. What's going on over here? Oh, is that Chris Chan? Sonichu? And that's Sonichu over here? It looks like he's got a stand. It looks like he's got a stand. I like it. It's nice. Oh man, I'm so edgy. Versus Edge. Is that me? Am I the Edgelord? Or did you just write Edgelord? Oh man. Ultimate dad. Jotaro should have had pants that said daddy on the butt. But you couldn't see him because he had like the trench coat on. Oh man. He should. I'm just imagining it and I can't focus now. This is entirely my problem. This is bad. Oh jeez. It's bad. Alright, I need to focus. Don't talk about Jotaro with wearing funny outfits. It's distracting. Shit. I gotta talk about this art. I like my sword though. That sword reminds me of the... Fuck. What's his name? Shit. What the fuck is it? I'm really feeling it. What the fuck is his name? What is... Shulk. Thank God. Shulk sword. What's his... It reminds me of this sword. I don't know why. It just does. It's not... It's only like... It looks like this sword if it was like small, you know? You know what I'm saying? Because it's got like the little circle-y do there. I don't know. Maybe the Minato, yeah, the Minato reminds me of the Minato. Expectation versus reality. Oh jeez, that is some My Little. You know what? I'm gonna go off on a tangent, But there's a thing. There's a thing, Shadvik. There's a whole thing on YouTube called the commentator community. I don't understand it, but I find it very interesting, where people just comment over other people's videos. It's like reaction videos, but not really, because, like, they'll comment over... Here, I'll use this, like, layers. It's one person does a video, another person comments on that commentator, another person comments on that commentator, commenting on the video, and it just keeps going on, and there's just fucking layers and layers of shit. And why I bring this up is because this character that you drew here that is supposed to be Chris Chan looks like one of those fucking commenters who was doing a video that was like goddamn 8 layers deep. I'm not even kidding you. With these commenters in this commentary communities, those things, they have numbers on them. They have numbers. So remember what I said about this person making a video on this? That would be 1. And then if somebody made a video responding to that, there would be a big number 1 on the screen and a number 2 for the person. And it would just keep getting higher until one time I saw it at fucking 11. I was 11 layers deep. Like, fuck, dude. How do you get 11 videos deep? It's, oh. Hi, kids. Daddy. Who are these boys? Yara to say. Who's got a Jotaro Dakimakura pillow? Who's this? It's probably half my chat because everybody loves Jotaro so much. Man, who are these boys? They all have big ears. Oh no, those are hands. Okay, they're all reaching for my groin. I like how spicy I look though. Damn, I look thin. I mean, I am thin, but this is like femboy definition, you know? Like yaoi. I have the Jotaro body pillow. You know, as soon as I asked the question, I could take a guess. How do you get 11 videos deep? I don't fucking know. I don't know how you get 11 videos deep. It's insane. Ooh. Stefan the Witch. That's pretty good. You know, if I had to, like... You know what this reminds me of? I started up a playthrough of Dark Souls 3 so that I can, like, play the DLC when it comes out. And I'm pretty excited because I really want to get Stefan to play Dark... He's never played Dark Souls before. Never. He's never played Dark Souls before. Ooh, demo. I do like demos. You guys ever seen Demo Reel? The best show ever made. But he's never played Dark Souls, and I'm excited to get him to play it when we're back from spring break. And I hope he chooses a Pyromancer. Because Pyromancer clothes looks cool as shit. That's really cool, though. I like your interpretation of what Stefan looks like. His hair is a little darker than this, though. He's not quite yellow blonde. He's like a dirty, like a brown hair. Light brown. Dirty blonde. Other than that, you got him pretty spot on. Looks just like him. Ooh. Edgy. Ooh, what's in that bag? Let me zoom in. Gotta enhance on that bag. Well, it's dripping. I can see that. It's dripping. It looks like it's got some sort of goop coming out of it. I regret asking. Oh shit, you've got like pus and boils on him everywhere. It's not just the face, it's on his hands too. He looks just like the Boomer on Steam. That's great. You can download a Boomer that looks like him. Give me your lunch money, Dorkatron. Should have thought about bringing more money, lame-o. Ow, why Couchbot? Why? If you guys don't know, I've got two bots that... Well, I've got multiple bots, but only two of them really have personalities. I got Nightbot, and he runs YouTube. YouTube is run by Nightbot. If you guys ask Nightbot, he'll give you links. But he's not he's currently not working because we're on the backup channel. He'll be back in about 90-ish days. But then there's Couchbot. Couchbot is a new boy, newly introduced bot that I've got. If you're on my Discord channel, I have a bot that'll automatically tell you guys if I'm streaming. He's about 5 minutes late. There's about a 5 to 10 minute delay. Sometimes he'll tell you when the stream is after I've started for 5 minutes. So, he's a good bot though. Couchbot is good. For some reason, Super Crazy Crasher doesn't like Couchbot. I guess he doesn't like when things are convenient. But I'm dressed like a doctor, so I'm not going to complain about the art too much. Mostly because I look like I'm a doctor, or perhaps some sort of very studious teacher. Maybe a scientist, but either way, I'm looking pretty spicy, so I'm not gonna knock it, dude. Ooh, comics. I do love comics. Say Griffith did nothing wrong, Papa. Okay, my babs. I'm wearing Gengar slippers. Oh, no. Griffith! 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 Oh, man. You guys know that there's a Berserk game on Steam right now? My legs are way hairier than that. If you put hair everywhere, then you'd be... I have never seen another human being with more hair on their legs than me. Ever. Tony, can you post the link to your Discord in the YouTube chat so I can click on it and get to the Discord super fast? I can send you to my website, which has a link to that. Here you go, guys. Since we don't have Nightbot to do it, I can do it for you guys. There you go. Yeah, click on that, you go to my website, and it'll take you wherever you need to go. Man, my neck is long. I am a long boy. Man, the chat is excited. That's good. That's good shit. Corinne. Ooh. Oh. That tongue. This is fan art of me dressed dressed as dressed as Little Red Riding Hood with my nipples. You did get this wrong though. My bulge is way bigger. Not that I'm saying that my dick is big. I'm saying that the bulge I drew on the character is humongous. Actually, I didn't even draw that bulge. That was DJ Glitterbuns. He drew my bulge way too fucking big. Should have been bigger. Oh man. Highlights of this character include suspenders, a very large bulge, high-heeled stilettos that are also, you know, they propel me in the air. I was flying over a bed of weed. Armbands and a very large hat. The hat takes up like 50% of the fucking picture. It's great. I love it. Oh man, here's somebody else. They drew kind of the same. Yeah, it looks exactly the same as mine, just not shit. My, what big wangs I have. Oh jeez, I like that. I like those cummies you drew there. Man, you even drew the bulge. The bulge is great. I'm dressed as Little Red Riding Hood, and I'm holding a basket, and in the original picture, my bulge is fucking the basket. It's fucking good. Oh my goodness. Did you look for a weed? Did you look for a weed brush online? Because mine wasn't actually a weed brush, but I mean, it might as well have been. Oh, cool. Somebody made me a pixel art haunter. That's pretty cool, man. I remember you mentioned in the Discord chat that you weren't able to make a Gengar quite right that you were happy with, but you were able to make a really good haunter. I agree, you did a really good haunter. I always loved haunter. I mean, it's weird, like, Gengar is my favorite, and I love haunter a lot, and I don't like Ghastly at all. I think he's awful. I just don't understand him. He's just shit. But haunter and Gengar are good. You did a good job. This is really good. Looks... You could have fooled me. I mean, if you might have just traced over the original Pokemon art. I don't even know. You could have told me this is the original one. It looks good. Ooh. I'm Aku. Also Tony. Back to the past. Samurai Chan. Man, I love those hands. I fucking love those hands, dude. These hands are good shit. These hands are absolutely fantastic. Good job. Also, I like this bump. And his tiny ass knife. That's great. You know what you should give him? You should draw... I don't know if you've seen Samurai Jack, the newest episode, but he's actually very armored, and he uses guns now. That's part of Season 5. But you should draw him with the armor, and give him the Megatron gun. Also, I make a good Aku. I'm looking good. Samurai Chan coming to Adult Swim. Swim into the Chan. Oh, geez. Tony Flakes! That's my favorite! I'm very happy that you didn't put Frosted Flakes, or I would have been very sad. Man, that's cute. Look at him, he's just hanging out. I keep saying maybe I'll bring my old logo back, but... fuck if I know. Maybe someday. It's pretty bad, though. Ooh, geez. Stefan with a flamethrower. You know what I'm gonna have to do? I'm gonna have to look up... I'm gonna have to ask Stefan. I'd eat those. Would you eat those? Would you eat those Tony Flakes? They're Tony flavored. In case you're wondering. I have to ask Stefan if he ever played the Pyro in TF2. I don't know who he played the most, but it might have been the Pyro. Ooh, damn. DJ Glitterbun shows up to the stream at the right time. Bara. Oh, man. Don't you have to be hairy to be a Bara, though? I thought you had to be hairy to be a Bara. But you drew this Bara with no hair. Do you just have to be big? Am I wrong? You don't have to be hairy to be a Bara, you can just be big? It's good, like, don't get me wrong. First of all, ooh. The red. Where have my fingers been? First of all, this is good. You just need abs. Okay. No, you don't need it? I'm getting conflicted things. More of these, please. Oh man. I used to have a friend. We haven't really talked. We were friends back in the day, but I haven't talked to him in I couldn't tell you. Probably like 8 years. Maybe a little less than 8. But I used to have a friend named Michael, who's black. He actually lives in the same complex as me. And he kind of looks like this. If he had hair like this, his hair was sometimes he'd have it kind of like this, sometimes he'd have like a little afro. You know, most of the time he'd have the afro. But he looks just like that. You know? The same kind of eyes. It's hard to explain, but you kind of got his nose and his mouth and his eye, like he's got the little tufts of hair too. Like you just drew Michael. That's really interesting. He used to wear sweatshirts that were overly sized as well. That's very interesting. That's great. Oh man. Well, DJ Glitterbuns is in my chat, so I'm gonna zoom in on the bulge and just sort of hope that that's enough. Is that good? Do you like this bulge? Is this good? My wildest imaginations put into drawing form. Damn, dude. I've got some big ass muscles though. That's good shit. I do. Oh, fuck. I do notice that he's licking me. Don't think I didn't notice that my boy is licking me right now. It's good shit. Top tier bulge. You know what this art reminds me of? This reminds me of very early Newgrounds art. I don't know why, but I'm just getting a very Newgrounds-y vibe from it. I think it's the lack of noses. Most of the artists who seem to post videos and stuff on Newgrounds, at least in the original days, they didn't really draw noses on their characters for whatever reason. Or ears, for that matter. It's a lack of ears and lack of nose. Maybe it's just because those are two, like, annoying things to draw, I've heard. Ears especially, but this is good. But we already showed this one. I am John Nickelodeon's greatest fear. I am Major in Ghost in the Shell. Ooh. Ooh. It's a picture of me holding a copy of DP Solid, the best yaoi ever made. Spicy Boys. Slow Burrito. We've definitely seen this before. I don't know. I don't want to be rude because I can't remember if we've seen this on the stream before. So I'm going to talk about it anyway. I could have sworn we've seen this. It's cute though. I do like it. I'll have to send it to Stefan. He does like cutesy art of himself. Man, Stefan's got a thigh gap though. You gave him a thigh gap. Hot shit, dude. Oh man. Stefan's not a hairy guy though. Despite the facial hair, he doesn't really have hair on his arms, just for future reference. But no, this is really good. This is really cutesy stuff. I like the eyes. I do like the hair that goes like over the eyes. I think it's cute. It's real cute. It's really good. Have you? No, I don't know. You might have sent this. I mean, I'm not going to skip it if I can't quite remember. Like, if I know that I've seen it before, I'll skip it. Like, we just saw, you know, Kieran the Edgelords. We just saw those twice. So there's no point in going looking at it again. But I'm not going to skip it if I can't remember. So, it's the white background. You know, I see that you're trying to justify to me that that's not a thigh gap. But if there was no white background, then there would just be a gap. In which case, it would just be a thigh gap. Listen, bud, you can't trick me. I go to art college, all right? I know when you artists try to, you know, try to do some tricky shit to trick me. He's got a thigh gap. I can see it. You can't tell me that you wouldn't want to stick your face between Stefan's thigh gap. Oh man. Oh my goodness. Get this out of here. Ooh, a stand. Oh, you wrote the description. That's good. You should do that. People should do that. Power D, speed B, range infinite. That's a little much. Defense A, precision B, and potential B. Okay, I ain't mad at you. That's the name of the stand. If attacked, the user of the enemy stand punches themselves full force in the face. Any attack from any distance, the user of the stand takes half of the damage the stand okay, wait. Any attack from any distance, the user of this stand takes half of the damage the stand takes. Its own attacks are very weak, but it is physically strong. And able to teleport 4 feet, but only to the left or up, directly up. So they can only teleport to the left or directly up. I feel like that's not a very useful teleportation ability, but can you just, okay, can we just disregard the rest of this? Can the stand's ability just be to teleport to the left and up? Can that be it? Can that seriously just be it? By 4 feet. By only 4 feet, too. I love it. That's the best part of the stand. If you go left enough, you'll eventually be right. That's true. Eventually, you'd be able to circle around the Earth and then be on the right. You know, or you'd get halfway and then be on the right from where you originally started. It just fucking works. It just works. Don't ask. I am double. Prepare for trouble. I am Major Ghost in the Shell. That's great. That's nice. That's fucking great. One of these years when I go to Connecticon and Dane's there, we're gonna dress up as Jesse and James. I don't know who's gonna be who, but we'll figure something out. Ooh. Chris looks like he is covered in literal poop. Who are these two boys? I assume that's the author. I know that's the author, but who's this boy here? He's looking like a cat. And he's covered in... That is poop. That is not hair, that is poop. That is just poop. You can't tell me that's not poop on him. Be Jesse, crop top Tony boy. I'll wear a crop top and I'll be Jesse, and I'll tell him to, you know... Can I be Wobbuffet? Prepare for trouble. I don't know. Do I want to be the one that says prepare for trouble and make it double? Do I want to be Jesse, who says prepare for trouble, or James? Because I feel like and make it double is way more fun to say. Theron the Tiger. Oh, okay. That's you. That's nice. You wearing an Assassin's Creed t-shirt? Alright. I dig it. Man, I really want to comment on your art, but I can't get over the poop. You're gonna have to tuck your bulge, though. I don't know, Jesse can have a bulge. It's 2017. It's current year. Come on. Get with the times. Didn't we already see this? I'm certain we've already seen this, so I'm gonna skip it. I feel bad skipping art, but we've definitely already seen this. This has already been posted, so it's okay. Oh, yeah, hi-oh. Help, I need an adult. Baby, I'm the only adult here, so you're gonna have to deal with me. Oh, jeez. Alright, guys. This is the last fan art of the night. So if you posted... You should check the Discord, guys. If you posted fan art after this picture, then hold on to it for next week. Because this is going to be... There's a lot of fan art tonight, and I don't want it to be 3 hours of fan art. I may just have to make a fan art stream if you guys are posting a lot. I very much apologize. But there is a limit. So this is the last one we're going to show. So please, if you saw that your art was not shown, then just hold on to it for next week. Well, let's actually talk about this. That's a cool design. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you, Chad. It's a really cool design. It's you went with the whole electric mouse thing, like that's what Pikachu is. I like it. I like it a lot. I don't know. Tony, he drew that the other day. It's new. Oh, did he? Oh, I apologize. I was certain that I had seen that before. Okay. Let me open it up. History. Nope. That's the wrong one. Get out of here, dingo. You already got your chance, you dingus. No, seriously. Alright, yeah. I'll show it. My apologies. I did not mean to, you know, not show it. But I was certain I had already seen this. I guess I was wrong. He's looking spicy, though. He draws the logos a lot. Yeah, that's true. It's not entirely my fault. I mean, he does draw them a lot. I do like seeing you guys' art a lot. Man, I like the eyes. The eyes are good. It's like a seductive come on over here, lick my tail, you know? It's good. I like this. It looks... I don't know, it looks like he's just like floating, you know? This looks like an anime intro. I like it, it looks nice. It's a good... Tony, where's my art though? I don't have any art from you. You didn't send me any. Alright, let's talk about this guy. Is he wearing glasses? Is he wearing a visor? I hope so. Yeah, he is. He's wearing a visor. That's so cool. I love the visor. Lick my tail. Do it. Oh, man. I like the visor. It's nice. I like this. I like these little alien bulbs things. This kind of looks like a peach emoji over here. It's good. I like it. I like the magic thing he's casting. It's just good. I sent you art. I'm not taking any more art, though. Did you post it on the Facebook? Did DJ Glitterbun send me art on the Facebook and I didn't see? Oh no. I didn't see it. I don't have it. Well, now I feel bad. The turtleneck is... Oh, I didn't even notice he's got a turtleneck. I thought that was his skin. You're right, he's got a turtleneck because it's lighter than the rest. It's a good design. You should draw the other Sonachus with weird designs like this. It's nice. Anyway, that'll be the end of the stream. I apologize to the rest of you guys who had fan art and it didn't get shown, but you're just going to have to hold on to it until next week. And I will see you guys on next week's stream. Have a good rest of your night.